Hi, it's me, Jesus. It has come to my attention through editing and some comments under my last video that I was not speaking quite loud enough. So let me do that in this video. I'm sorry, this whole setup here is quite janky at the moment, but I'll try my best. So for this video, what I have planned is to clean the interior. That means pulling out the front bank and the rear seats, clean up everything in terms of pulling the rear carpet out so that I have a clear visual in terms of rust, and then after that clean the outside of the car. I think that is a pretty important step. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I already removed this part that sits here because I was here and didn't have my camera with me. So I apologize for that. But anyway. Also, why are you guys watching this? I mean, the last video kind of blew up, but hey, if you want to. Ooh, a penny! What is this? Okay, so I already did the other side. It was a pain in the ass to get the bolts out, but this right here is the bolt that we need to get. So what I found is the best solution is to get like a chisel and just hammer it a bit, so to loosen it up, obviously. So give it another try. Those bolts are so rusted that it is no longer a half inch. It's more like 12 millimeter. Sorry if you can't see at the moment. Okay, let's try half inch. Alright, that fits nice and snug. Okay, let's try this. Aye. It's loose, nice. The threads are fine. It's just the head that is most of the time so rusted that it isn't a half inch anymore. I'ma just go ahead and get to the bolt under the couch not sure how to film this. There is pretty much no room available to do so, but yeah, let me go ahead and do it. As it turns out, there's not even a bolt on this side under the front couch. Everything is rusty on this couch, even the front couch. Let me just clean up a bit. Okay. Theoretically, the only thing I have to do is push the rear seat back enough so that it unhooks from its hooks, and then I can take this out. Yeah. Just like I said it would. Well, there is a hole in the floor. There are some minor and major rust holes. The left side is the worst side. I'm not sure why, but okay. I think I'll vacuum out the rest. I need to get rid of this air duct to see what's underneath. Holy shit. This is bad. Because even the transmission tunnel, I stepped on here and it just caved in. Not sure if you can see that, me wobbling, but if I push on here, the whole transmission tunnel flexes. So that's bad. Oh boy. This is gonna be one hell of a project. But I guess in the end, it's worth it. Send it. weather is actually really nice today. Very rare occasion in Germany. So let's give this thing its very first wash in I don't know how many years. So I'm really looking forward to how it will turn out. And also I'm really looking forward to not getting my hands green and fungy whenever I touch it. So let's do this. Interessant. paint is a bit rough, but this is still wet. The interior is wet again, at least. It's cleanish. Turned out very nice. To be honest, I liked it more when it was still green, because now you can see the problems that it has. Some minor rust holes. I'm not even sure how you get this here. Probably from it sitting somewhere where it just dripped over and over on here again. But I'm not sure. This is not original. Has been painted, repaired, I'm not sure. The wheel wells are also a bit rough on the ends. Down here also there's a hole. It's very nice. Not sure what's under here. Might be for some other time. This is loose. This door actually looks good. This trim piece here is there, but it wasn't attached in the engine bay. There's a giant hole right here, rust down here. There's also some rust here. This is loose. The engine bay is clean, that's nice. There are some holes right here. This is loose. Some more rust. This fender also is in bad shape down here. This door right here has also rust. There's something right here. I think it has been repainted. I mean, there's some paint chipping off over here. That happened when I cleaned it. Yeah, rust right here. Right here. Some more rust on the wheel wells. The front end actually doesn't look that bad, but the back one also has some parts missing. Right here, here. This is also rusty. I mean, this is the main cause for the rust in the interior. So I wonder what we will find under this once we take this out. I really like how the paint turned out though. Let me tell you why I think that this 50,556 kilometers, I guess those are miles, are original. The first sign, obviously, are the pedals. Those are in great condition. And also, as you might remember from the last video, this brake pedal cover was just sitting there on the floor. It is mounted like this. The accelerator is here, so you switch from the accelerator to the brake like this with your right foot, or if you don't have one, with your left. So you can see a bit of wear on this end. Like it goes down here. This seems in very good condition. It makes the most sense to me that when they tried to get this car back on the road, they just pulled this and it wouldn't move. I guess the master cylinder is frozen, and may also be the actual linkage that is frozen. This is also frozen. The only thing that works is the accelerator. When they try to pull this, no, I think they just pulled this the cover off. That should be the reason why it was just sitting down there. This is a sign for me that this car has been sitting a long time. It hasn't actually been driven most of its life. Well, I mean, you could do the math, but probably at least half of it. It was just sitting. I'm too lazy, I'm not doing the math. The overall condition of this car, and I don't mean the rust. Everything is here. Every single part except for one. And that is this piece of trim. This piece of trim is missing. Everything else is here. So I'm not sure why. I mean, on the other side, right there on the fender, the trim was broken off, but it was still there. But this little piece is the only thing that is missing. I mean, yeah, it has an aftermarket air filter and also not the hoses for the crankcase ventilation that run into it. But other than that, it's complete. What also comes to mind right now that is not original is this. This is the washer tank, the fluid tank. It's actually from a Ford, or at least the cap is, but I'm pretty sure that this isn't original because of the wiring. They unplugged the original pump. There are no hoses connected anymore. This runs to the other one that they installed, and the washer pump was disconnected right here and butchered in here. But to be honest, I'm not even sure. I can't remember where the original tank would sit. I don't know. I'm really not sure. But I guess we'll find out sometime. Man, those taillights look really nice. Oh yeah, and we have a ding right here. It's a bit hard to see. You can see that this is not around anymore. I hate this. Now that we have it clean and we know where the rust is, it's there. What I want to do in the next episode is to take this interior apart, the whole front assembly of this car, take the door panels off, the side panels, and maybe try to clean everything. Might be a good idea because there's still mold. But what are my plans for this car in the long run? I want to get it on the road again, obviously. It is not possible to get it as it is on the road in Germany, because Germany is Germany. Yeah, it may have been repainted, but I looked at the trim code on this car and it says it was also gold from the factory. The interior materials and the colors in the interior also seem to match with the trim tag. That is very nice. It is almost completely original, this whole car. So I want to bring it back on the road with the same style in mind. I'm gonna take the engine apart at some point and refurbish it, clean everything. I am not going to do a frame-off restoration. I'm just doing stuff as I see fit. Once we are going through the stuff, paint it in the end, because, well, there are too many rust spots and rust damage in this paint and on the car in general that we can't just partially respray it. I mean, well, we could, but it would look weird. The next episode on this car might take a while because I got other stuff to do. Mainly this thing. May do a video about it, may not. I'm not really sure. Also there's this car. That's also something. I'd say see you next time. Jesus out.